Okay, I'm going to continue coding, live coding, customizing this site, BevelRunningClub.com. And again, just trying to get some bare bones content back out there. And so, this easy stuff here is to make this say something related to the running club. And so, to find that in my markup, it says easy with our gym. So if I find that, okay, so here's my section here, all inside of main banner. At some point I'll refactor this into components, but for now I'll say a group of maybe I say running becomes easier running is easier in a group. Okay, save that. And if I got my scripts running, oh, that's not deployed. I gotta get this going on local hosts. Running is easier in a group. Become a member. Cool. And then I'll put the couch to 5K info under here. And then I'm going to actually work on these errors in the console. And so a lot of this is just pretty standard to get some Google Maps. I'm not so worried about this one, but this cannot read properties of top. And so I kind of looked into that. I got to troubleshoot that a little bit. So let's put under choose program. Again, I'll kind of keep that open, localhost open. Minimize that, minimize the window. Okay, so we got a bootstrap container, row, call large 6. Okay, so kind of looking here, container, row, choose a program. We start getting into our column, feature items, feature item. So these are all LIs, feature item, feature item, feature item. So basic fitness, advanced muscle course. Well, the call large 6 explains that, why there's 6 and 6. So that's 12. So if I change that to a call large 4, oh, there's just 2 columns. I see. I see. So there's one column. Advanced muscle courses, the next column. Got it. And so close that div, close the row. So let's change this to call large 4. Call large 4. And replicate that one more time. And so That should add that. And now we could just delete the bottom two in each one. So call large 4. Cool. So delete the bottom two LIs here. Same thing with these. And last one. Save that. It might still be good, good, good. Okay, so now we just got something a little bit more simple and three options here. Now I'm taking from my previous site where I'm going to say couch to 5K. Okay, couch to 5K, choose a program. Couch to 5K program. Okay. Okay. Option 1. Copy and paste. No refer. look up the address here. I think it is just lawdayrun.com. Option 1, option 2, I'm going to update option 3. And this should say buy option 3. And I want this to be more than just a text button. Okay. So since this is kind of its own section, I'm pretty comfortable refactoring this into its own component. And so I'm going to make, let's see, under source, new folder called components. This is called feature item. JSX. And function. And then export at the bottom. Export default feature item. Okay. Make a basic feature item, and then let's just import it here. Just like right here, we'll say item, and that should do my import for me. So up at the top, we're bringing in feature item. So let's make sure that that component okay, feature item component is there. So now let's extract the markup out of here. So let's delete that. And take this whole section and replace that see if we've got a root. Okay, so comments might be different here. Okay, so we got one root there. So now bring in our feature item and wait for it. Nice. Okay, so these need to be different buttons. So it says buy option 3. We got to have the other ones say to buy. Oh, we're now in here. Buy option 1. This will say buy option 2. And the class I want on it we inspect that class, class of main button. Now that's a class on the div that's the parent of that anchor tag. So I don't think putting that class on the anchor tag itself is going to work. But let's try class main hyphen button. Okay, that's option 1. Let's see if that gets styled as a main button now on localhost. No, I didn't think so, because that's on the parent. So let me look a little closer at that parent. So this is our button. Just a div above around it. Let's see if I refactor this parent. Let's see. Don't love that. Could always use a bootstrap class too. So safe, wait a minute. Okay. Sure. And you know, let's put the class of align middle, horizontal alignment. Might need Flexbox for this, but yeah, center elements, probably gonna need Flexbox. Let's just continue and get these other buttons. I'm not too worried about centering them at the moment. We'll come back to that. So put this div around each anchor. Remove the class of text button. Got to remove my class of text button. Save, wait for it, refresh. Okay. Last things for now, I'm going to comment out the parts of the site that I haven't got to yet, because this is in fact live, and so, you know, I don't need template code live. And so everything underneath my feature item, and this is the Navigate links that are causing a problem. Okay, so I'm just going to grab these sections, throw comments around them. Probably keep in the footer, customize that a little bit. Bring these back in one at a time. Okay, 2024. Okay. Now, let's see what still doesn't like top. And so this is custom JS line 88. And this is something reoccurring. Let's clear that out and see if that's still happening. Sure enough. And so it's when I look at that line, custom JS line 88. Let's go there. There's my custom JS. There's line 88. Okay, we're looking at an anchor tag. This is a little bit of jQuery if I'm not mistaken. And then our class of nav, anchor tag each. So first off, we need a class name nav. Okay, there's our class name of nav. Anchor tag, so all of our anchor tags in here. Well, there's top, href pound top. function on scroll. So this is happening on scroll and causing some problems. I'm just curious if we comment that out, how it breaks. So let's clear that. So just commenting out that function, and I'm not sure. However, okay, there it still is. I was gonna say, where's our error? Huh. Let's look in a different browser. Ref element position is undefined, custom JS on 88. Although I commented it out, so how are you still being called? Functioning okay, but I don't like the errors. Now the question is that something that exists kind of in the template? I believe it is. Let me pull in the just kind of Bootstrap template. Okay, this is the original template, and inspect the console. So it is custom JS. Okay, so playing hardball, so let's just comment out custom JS. Let me comment out custom JS. I'm just going to do it on this template. So of course that breaks the loading, which is this guy, preloader. Take out the preloader. Save that. Okay. Okay. So we don't get the fancy scroll effect. It is still, it'll pop to so, you know, the fancy scroll effect goes away if I delete those two things. But I think that's my preference. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to delete for now. I'm going to comment that out. I can always bring it back if I choose. Okay, so I'm going to Control Z this on the template so it's fine on the template. I'm going to bring this back in here. Close, close. And what I'm going to do is in my index HTML, comment that line out, save, and then in app.jsx, take that out. Don't like scripts that don't work without errors. Let that kind of rebuild. Close, close. Okay, I took out the preloader, save it, and Let's open up the terminal. Close this up here. Almost done. Localhost 5000. Well, kind of get the best of both worlds. I still get the scrolling effect. Got rid of those areas. I get the scrolling effect, and I got rid of my console errors. Huh. Alright. That is at least getting there. And it's at a point where I can leave this up for now on the live and continue to work on it. So let's kind of close it down. And also close it down here. Let me do an npm run dev. Just glance at it one more time. Looks good. Scroll works. Okay, close that. Run the deployment to gcloud. Gcloud run deploy BRC service. Looks good. $32. Okay, made some good progress today. The site is updated. We've got the scrolling effect, and currently we fixed the console errors, so no console issues. And it's at a point, next thing I'm working on is going to replace this video in the background and then bringing in relevant information. So we are on the way.